Should WWE 2K change the way that their games are released instead of releasing an annual title every year? Should they follow the Fortnite format and make this a live service free-to-play game? Well, that's what Greg Miller of Kinda Funny Games is actually approaching here. He uploaded a video on their channel saying, this is what I would do. I would make the WWE games a free-to-play live service game. And let's talk about what he had to say. Greg discusses the potential for WWE and 2K to succeed by changing their approach to the wrestling video games. He suggested that they should transition to a live service free-to-play model. He argues that the current model of releasing a new game every year with minimal gameplay changes is not the best approach. Instead, he proposes a free-to-play game with a $70 season pass that provides regular content, updates, new superstars, arenas, storylines, and more. This approach would give players the choice to invest in the content that they want, keeping the game fresh and dynamic, aligning with the ever-changing WWE product. He also highlights that the potential for the WWE games to use it as a promotional tool and create synergy between the game and their live programming would be huge. The ultimate goal is to make WWE 2K a successful live service akin to that of Fortnite and Destiny and engage new fans in the WWE universe. So he has a lot of really good points. The first thing I will say that I really do like about his video is that a lot of stuff is outdated in the games. And that's one of the big reasons why he's actually pitching this, is because when a wrestler comes out with a tire, a wrestler comes out with a brand new move, or a wrestler changes it up a little bit, you don't really see that in the WWE games. Also, if there's a debut, you have to wait until the next game comes out for them to release more content as that wrestler is coming out. The big thing is the WWE games are just kind of outdated. They release the game, then it comes out, then new wrestlers come out, there's a little bit of DLC, and then that's it. And then the game's over, and wait till the next one, and there you go. That does not make you very happy. When you're playing the video game, you have a arena, as he says, and then you get to the next arena, and then it's not updated. You get to WrestleMania, you see last year's WrestleMania in the game, but then you get to this year's WrestleMania, and it's not there. It's just kind of this ever cycle where it's like everything is always outdated with the WWE games. There's so many people on the roster that are already gone, and doing this live game service with these updates would be huge for them. What we do now is we drop $70 on the video game. We get all that content. His approach is that you actually get 5 wrestlers as a base game or whatever it may be, and you get base content in here, and you pay $70. You unlock everything that would be the regular game, plus you get this ever-evolving service. His thing is that you will get attires, arenas, storylines, and you could go ahead and get that with that season pass or whatever it may be. One of the things that he is talking about also is that if there is content that you don't like, you won't have to buy it, which is good with a live game service like this. So if you like 2K Showcase, you can buy the 2K Showcase stuff, but if you don't like 2K Showcase, you don't have to buy the 2K Showcase stuff. Also was saying that there's people like Charlotte. He suggested that Charlotte has all these attires, but I don't play Charlotte that often, so I'm not going to buy Charlotte attires. And that's something that, is good, because you could buy the things that you like. If you see, you buy it, you get it, you have it. If you don't like it, don't buy it. That's cool. I do like this. It keeps it very fresh. It keeps the on par with the WWE product. The big get here, though, that he is talking about is that WWE would have to actually integrate it into their programming, make it huge for them. He was saying that new superstars sign contracts with WWE and they would instantly be scanned for the video game, which would be a huge thing, but I'm not sure if that was something that they could possibly do. The thing is, WWE is always ever evolving. Superstars are fired and superstars are added onto the game, but if you could get them scanned right away, that would be the best case scenario. Is that even possible? I don't know. He was also saying that WWE needs to clue in the 2K people on storylines going on in the product. So if somebody's going to debut at the Royal Rumble or whatever it may be, then you could have them ready to be in the game and ready to go. They could drop it right away. That would be huge. Honestly, if they could do that, I would buy into that immediately, because if you're getting content immediate, just like that, fresh, there it is, boom, I'd get that. That's the thing. If they did that, I'd buy it. It'd be awesome. Because right now, as it sits, we're outdated with the game. Wrestlers are gone from the company. They do their seasonal firing, and then guys are gone. And then where does that leave it? An outdated game, which kind of sucks. They never really do updated arenas or anything that keep the game fresh going on. If they did this live game service, then you'd get those updates, and that would be very, very cool. Now, there are some things that I thought about when I was watching this video, and I said, okay, that's going to kill some aspects of the game. First off, when you have this live game service and you're putting out all of this content, the community creations where people upload their created superstars into the game, that would kind of phase out, or they'd have to take a step back, or they'd have to make it very minimal on how that is approached in the game. I think they have a very good creation suite. I think as far as wrestling games go, you can create a very good looking wrestler that looks almost identical, or even sometimes even better than the models in the game. But if you're trying to push out this content and keep people buying this content, would they have to limit that community creations for people to download all the extra content that is there? Like, let's say that LA Knight gets a new attire, whatever he does. You want to get it on community creations, or do you want to buy it from the live game service? Would that hurt their sales there, or would it not? I don't know. I'm kind of indifferent on it. I think that they might have to scale back, but I'm also thinking maybe I'm just going to get it officially from WWE and it won't hurt it at all. But community creations is also there, which people love community creations. They have a very good creation suite. So would they have to scale that back? And that is a huge ask for them. That is a huge ask for them. And I don't know what the positives and the negatives are. How the scale tips with the audience, and would they like that or would they hate that? I don't know. Another thing would be that they would have to actually integrate into the WWE programming, which I think is very hard for them to do. Right now, they promote it a little bit. They do a PLE or a pay-per-view with it, and then that's about it. As far as like a sponsor goes for the 2K game. But then going on in the future, they don't really promote the game that often. With this, however, they would have to go full board with the WWE, and they would have to make sure that they have a very strong partnership. They have to go, this is the game that we want to make and support and go forward and whatever. As you know, Supercard, that's a game that's ever evolving and ever changing. That's a license that has content that comes all the time. Superstars get in there, they get added, they get the approval and stuff like that. So you can see that it actually does work there when they can integrate that content like Supercard does. They go, okay, we have a new superstar. We're going to put him in this game. We're going to do this and this and this. And the game's ever evolving. It's always changing. It's a free-to-play live game service. It's Supercard. People like it mobile, and there it is. So they definitely have shown that they have done that. But it is a bigger undertaking with the console and the PC and all that. It is like, where are they actually going to support this, and how is it going to go? They have to go with the return on investment. Are they getting as much money back as they would doing a yearly franchise? They count on that $70 ticket price right away. However, I think if you're doing seasons and you're getting people to buy the season bundles or whatever, getting new content constantly, you're going to make way more money than if you just release a game annually. That's what I think. I think there's a lot of content that they could push out. The WWE game, as he said, is unlike any other franchise where there's other live game services that have gone down, those free-to-play games that have just died. But WWE has their television and their programming, and the wrestling fans are crazy. They support everything. So you have the people that would back it, and they would support it, and they would love it if it was integrated into the programming. Oh, we just saw that this wrestler got a brand new attire, and you mean I can go on the game right now or next week, at least within a week, and I can download that brand new attire and get that brand new look. Oh, they changed the way Raw looks. They did some new logo design on Raw, but they added it into the game immediately, and you could play it, and you have all these versions of the game, all these characters from the seasons, just like Fortnite or Destiny, where you go in and, I mean, Fortnite is a great example of it, where you have all these things that you've purchased throughout the years, dances, emotes, skins, all that stuff, and you just go back and go, oh yeah, I remember this, I remember this. And they have it very well organized on there where you can go through different seasons and go, okay, this is when I purchased that, this is when I got that, this is when I got that, this is when I got that. And they could make it work. They could definitely make it work here, and it would make for some interesting content that they could push out, and I feel like they could make a lot more money if they would go with this. But again, the challenge is getting that perfect balance there with WWE, where WWE's all in on the idea and 2K's all in on the idea, and they just keep putting it out and doing it and making it what it could be. Honestly, they could keep working on the game like they are now. They could keep with the schedule that they have. Hey, we have a showcase. Let's work on a showcase and release that content. Let everyone know we got a showcase coming out in the fall, and we'll put out a new showcase, and there it is. Play it if you want it. If you don't, there it is. And then they could discount it later if people aren't buying it. Oh, maybe 6 months to whatever later, they discount that showcase. Maybe you do want to buy it now. Oh, I didn't really want to buy it at the time, but now that it's discounted, I do want to get it. I want to buy it. And that's one of the things that they could do. And it could work for them because WWE, again, ever evolving is the WWE, whether it's what television station they're on, whether it's the superstars coming in and out, champions, all that stuff. But for them to have a game that could be supported like this, where they could do things on an instant and make it into the game, that would be so huge for them. If they could do this, it would be fantastic, and I would love to see it. Yes, there's a lot of negatives to it, like would WWE go all in on this idea? And if they half-assed it, it wouldn't even be worth it. Would they lose out on a lot of money by not having that $70 ticket price every year that they count on? I don't know. Fortnite seems to be doing okay. They seem to be doing just fine. In fact, they just did the OG Fortnite season, and they had the most players of all time ever in the game, I think. So I don't think Fortnite is hurting on that accord. And what makes it good is you have value for the players as well, because yes, they do have that $70 season pass or whatever it may be, but there is also that option to just buy what you want. Just buy the superstars that you want, buy the attires that you want, buy the arenas that you want, whatever. And they can be updated as fast as they possibly can. And it'd have more jobs for that company because there'd have to be people working on that content and people putting out content constantly and huge. And the good thing about it is that they could also keep working on the game engine to improving the game engine with just random updates. And the game could evolve from what it is, changing and changing and building and building and building. Because what they do is they build on the game every year, but they could do that in real time and keep building short little updates that people would love. Even just like free little updates. Hey, we thought that this would be a cool weapon to just throw in the game. They throw in a brand new weapon for no reason because it's a live game service and they can do that. So anyway, guys, I need to know your thoughts in the comment section below. Do you think this is a grand old great idea, or are there too many flaws and WWE and 2K would never make this work? Maybe 2K is not the partner for them to work on this. Maybe somebody else would do it better. I don't know, but you let me know in the comment section below. And as always, I'm TonyPizzaGuy. We'll see you in another video.